Tammy Bruce, Fox News contributor. Oh, this is perfectly normal.
Yeah, totally. And it's been so normal. We've seen it from the beginning. This is not new.
Right.
We've seen, little pictures of him with cards in his hands about who to call on, what the question will be. The question setups are not new. It's been a joke that he says, well, who am I supposed to call on? Or they're not going to let me call on you, or I'm not supposed to.
Outrageous.
Oh, it's been indicated from during the campaign. And so this isn't new. The difference is the media is acknowledging it. And now they're just, they're judging it. Oh, my God, isn't this awful? I think why the Bidens are digging in, perhaps why they should, is that this was the arrangement. No! This was the deal. That we're going to protect you. And they know that he wasn't capable, that we'll get you through this. We've got to beat Trump. And people know you. It's been 50 years. You're the only one who can do it because we can shape it. Don't worry. We've got your back. And then suddenly they don't have his back. And they don't have his back because they failed at kneecapping Donald Trump, which was the other piece of how he would win again. And this is the group that talks about democracy being in danger. Now that it has failed, their little scheme failed to get rid of Trump, they now are throwing this couple and that family under the bus that they knew, and they were going to be fine, and their reputations are destroyed. And now they're saying, I won the primaries. He did. The only way to remove him would be through the 25th Amendment, which would then require more scrutiny. And so now we're looking at people bullying this guy to abandon his post, effectively destroying the nature of the cohesion in the party and in the country itself for the world to watch. That's the Democratic Party. That's the failure in this country. And that's why it doesn't matter who the nominee is. That's the problem we've been facing in this nation.
Holy shit.
Including the co-founder of Netflix, movie mogul Jeffrey Katzenberg, who has been stage crafting and managing his campaign.
And this is the problem. When they talk about democracy, there's nothing in the Constitution that says you can put up an actor who will be framed by Katzenberg or anybody else or any other directors in Hollywood. And then when they want to, they'll just flip it over to somebody else. You're voting for the president, right? It's not like, we'll vote for this guy and then we'll switch him out. This is an abuse of the system entirely. And we've seen it with Trump. They did effectively the same kind of fake dynamic of abusing the process with Trump. They've done it with Biden. But who is it really being done to? Us. This is happening to us, and they stand there and they crow about defending democracy, and now they just want him to transition. What part of elections involve the transition to somebody else, and that you abandon this guy because he's losing in the polls despite Americans voting? Look, they've told us the entire time the 2020 election was an overwhelming 81 million people voted for Biden. Bullshit. He's the president. It's a real incredible success. And now it's like, you've got to just take the exit door. That's not how it works here. So we don't like what Biden's doing. It's horrible. I want him gone. And I want him gone on November 5th. And Donald Trump will be president on January 20th. None of this musical chairs stuff with anonymous people running the country. You get rid of the actor because he suddenly has been exposed as not being the man he was sold as. Shame on them. There's a lot at stake here.
So how did things get to this point? A new opinion piece says that the media, as you were talking about, is complicit in ignoring Biden's decline. For months or even years, we have seen the liberal media say things like this.
He's very lucid, very well informed. He speaks quietly and a little bit slowly, but
creepy.
We've spent way too much time talking about this president's age.
He's totally focused. He's very sharp, and the proof is in the performance.
But comparing that guy's mental state, I've said it for years now. He's cogent.
Bullshit.
But I undersold him when I said he was cogent. He's far beyond cogent. In fact, I think he's better than he's ever been.
One of the themes this election cycle is that Joe Biden is too old to lead. And so everyone is seizing upon this. And it is a classic disinformation tactic.
Damn, that was annoying.
All of this has to change. But you're seeing the fact that this isn't a one-off or a bad night or just covering for a guy. This has been a collusion to gaslight the entire nation and the world. And people like Putin and Xi understand it, and so they are taking their actions. But we're going to be heard. And thank goodness Trump did not bow, because this has been a monumental scandal in American history.
Well, the gaslighting of your reality is not real has been true, not just about Joe Biden, but it's been true about inflation and their experiences with Joe Biden's economy and Bidenomics, about the open border. It's been true about everything.
Exactly.
So the American people know what's real and know what their reality is at their kitchen table and in their front yard and in their cities and towns. Tammy Bruce, thank you so much.
Thank you once again for watching my videos. Please be sure to like the video, comment on the video, and if you think that I've earned it, please subscribe to the channel. That helps me out tremendously. Thank you so much, everybody, and I love you all.